Good morning. Yes, I am in a robe. One of the many perks of owning my own business is I get to drive around in a robe if I want to. That's how liberating this is. Anyway, hey guys, this is Carla Alexander here, and I wanted to actually talk about empowering your mind. And I mean, for all of my women out here like me who, have a very, let's say limited education. Like I got my GED, I didn't finish high school, which will probably be one of my biggest, most profound regrets because I missed out on all of the things that I used to dream about, my prom and being popular in school, getting my high school diploma, walking down that aisle, all of the things that you get to do and celebrate at the completion of high school. And I quit high school early to work so my mother wouldn't have to keep struggling. So anyway, I'm self-taught. I've always been self-taught because it was always easy. There were things that weren't accessible to me, so I just would make myself learn it. Like my grandmother used to have a piano in the house, in her apartment, and I wanted to learn how to play it. So she had all this music, in the bench. So I would just, take the music and I would just practice, just practice, nothing major. Being that I always had the ability to teach myself the things that I wanted to learn because I never had the money to be properly trained, I just became very self-efficient. If I wanted to do my nails, I did my nails. If I wanted to do my hair a certain way, I had to learn how to do my hair a certain way. It took me a long time to teach myself how to braid my own hair, but I did it because I couldn't depend on everybody to do things for me if I wasn't paying them. And this has been my entire life because of the fact that I've never had money. It's never been accessible to me where I can take the little things and say, okay, well, let me go take this program, or let me go, do this. Let me do this program, or, let me take this class or this course. So anything I learned is because I had to teach myself. I mean, I did go to culinary school because that was something that I knew I needed help with. I needed the basic skills for it. I needed the basic skills to hone in on a passion that I wanted to expand. Same thing with personal training. I learned how easy it was to lose weight when you really set your mind to it, when you're not being emotionally clouded. And I wanted to be able to share all of this knowledge with women who think, working out is really hard, or, you're going to lose too much weight, you're not going to look right with muscle. All of these things that people use as excuses, I can tell them it's not as hard as you think. It's really, really not. And if you really put your mind to it, it can be life-changing. And because it is so life-changing, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Now, anybody that knows me knows that when I put my mind to something, when I set my mind to a task or a goal, and I'm really serious about it, I will complete it. I will not stop until I am done. And that's the one thing I can honestly and truly say about myself. So my last 20 years of really trying to figure out my life, it's been because I was just too emotionally lazy to try to challenge myself. I just didn't. So once I've been able to change my mind, change my thought process, and utilize what I can do for myself while, I'm in the midst of this ongoing struggle, I'm just going to teach myself all the tools that I need to learn to be able to get my business off the ground. And the first thing I had to think about was, what did I want to do? So my first thought was, I want to make videos. That's what I want to do. I want to learn how to create YouTube videos because I have a product or a service that I might want to sell. Because at the time I was thinking about, just doing workout videos, and then it workout videos to food videos, and I'm like, oh, I like doing both, but I want to do more. Then it went from that to creating my own ads and banners and all the things that you have to learn how to do in order to have a successful YouTube channel. So I went and I spent maybe about a good year struggling, crying, because I couldn't get it, because it was foreign to me. It was it was stuff that I just couldn't understand, because one, I'm not a trending mom. I wasn't one of those where I was on like social media all the time, and I was too embarrassed. When I first started doing my YouTube channels, I was too embarrassed to really put myself out there. So I didn't really have the need to learn how to make my videos until it was until I was ready to make the videos. And it took me so long, and I felt so stupid. I felt like a failure almost every day because I just couldn't get it. And I made myself sit there. I remember like the first few months of just trying to learn how to do just the basic things. I can remember sitting at my computer crying because I couldn't get it, because it was so hard. It was hard, and I almost gave up. I think I walked away from my computer for like 3 days. I'm like, I can't do it. It's too hard. I can't do it. And I told myself, nope. And that's when I came up with the I Can't, You Can program, because I had to make a conscious effort to tell myself, stop telling yourself that you can't. Stop doing that. Tell yourself that you can. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to sit back in front of that computer and I'm going to try it again. And let me tell you something. I sat down in front of that computer. I cut that computer on. And it was as if everything that I had crammed into my brain, everything that I was trying to understand and learn, it just fit. It just fit. And I just understood everything. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it, because I had been doing it so long. And I don't know, I guess I just been doing it for so long, trying to figure it out, that I just maybe needed a minute for everything to process, because once it did, I got it. And it became a breeze to be able to put together my own videos, and I had to do like little tricks to be able to get the same type of effects, because there's a lot of apps out here, a lot of great apps that I just couldn't afford, and I'm sure my ads could be way better popping, but you work with what you have. And if free is all you have, then you have to get creative. So that's what I did. I got so creative, and I learned so many new ways on how to get the effects. I can teach anybody how to do it. It's so easy. Oh my gosh, now I can teach, other people how to do it. So if you're like me and you're interested in starting your own business and you want to do videos, because right now that is the thing to do. If you're going to do anything, especially because this is the world of online everything, you got to learn how to do your own stuff. You want to know why? Because when you become independent and you don't wait or use, I don't have money as an excuse, and you can do the basic stuff, you're going to feel confident enough to be able to get yourself out there and promote your product, your brand, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You cannot get away from it. And there are plenty of tutorials out here on how to do it. There are so many wonderful people who take the time out to be able to show you how to do this and to do that. But what I'm going to do is I put it all nice and neat in a package. And I've taken the best parts of hours and hours and hours of tutorials. okay? And I've crammed it all into one great program. And I'm going to be able to successfully teach everyone, anyone, any woman. You can sit there and say you've never been in school. I'm still going to be able to teach you. You're going to say, oh, I can't comprehend that. You're still going to be able to understand how to do it. It's going to be so diva friendly that you're not going to need anybody to help you put together a web page, because you start understanding that you're going to start having to build from the bottom up. And when I say build from bricks and not sticks, it takes time. It takes time, but the foundation will be yours. The foundation that you're going to be putting your heart and soul into, it's going to be all worth it. Yeah, you have to do a little bit more work, but that just means you're just that much more empowered. You won't need as much, and you can save that money for yourself. Put that money in your pocket, put it towards something else that you're not going to be able to create on your own. But with me, you're going to create content, because I'm a writer. I've been a creative writer my entire life. I have books on Amazon. I have short stories online that people can read. I have a blog that, I write. So I'm going to teach you how to pull all of that Diva Queen Warrior out of you and put it on paper. Okay? And I'm going to teach you how to take back control of your life, because that's what we need. We're not going to sit around and let people tell you, oh, well, you're never going to get it, or you're too old to start over, because I've heard that. They've told me that before. I'm too old to start over. Man, listen. At 47, I have learned more in the last 2 years, okay, about how to build my own business than I did in the 20 years that I lived in New York. Okay, I am a stay-at-home mom. Very limited school education, but I am a smart woman. I am a business-savvy woman. Just because I don't have a piece of paper that says that, oh, I'm a doctor, or I have a master's, or I have a bachelor's, that doesn't mean that I'm any less educated. It just means that I had to go about it the long way. That's it. So if you are interested in starting your own business, thought about anything that you want to do for yourself in your life to build your business, or just to have the knowledge, then you deserve that. And don't let your fear or other people's opinion keep you from achieving the goals that you want to achieve in life. Why would you do that? Why would you put off being happy, having inner peace with yourself, just because somebody else may think that, you can't do it because they themselves don't have the balls to achieve their dreams and their goals? No, that's their problem. That's their problem. If a person the person that told me I was too old to start over was probably upset that he didn't have the guts to do something that he probably really truly wanted to do in his life, and tried to dissuade me. You can't dissuade me, bro. I know what I want. I know what I'm capable of. And every woman out here is capable of it. And it doesn't matter if you've been in an abusive relationship and the man told you that you're stupid or you don't deserve shit. That's a lie and a half. You deserve the world. You know why? Because we will always, always and forever be the backbone of this world. Okay? We are the nurturers. And sometimes we lose sight of that. Sometimes we lose sight of the fact that we are the ones with the power. And why do we do that? Because we need validation. Especially if you suffer with daddy issues, like most women do when they are raised in a single parent household and the father is not there. I can guarantee almost every single female that has actually grown up like that has some type of trust issues. And I used to think that's not true. I I trust people. I don't have a problem with trusting people. No, that's not what they mean. Having trust issues means trusting yourself. When you have daddy issues, you cannot trust yourself. Your first heartbreak, for me, was my father. And I didn't realize just how broken my spirit got. I did not realize it. I didn't understand that. And because it was broken from being rejected from him, I thought that in order for me to be loved, I would have to compete for it. I'd have to work for it, because that's how my dad raised me. You know, as an absentee parent, you know, the few times that he did come around in my life, he did significant damage every single time. And that manifested itself into my very first relationship with a man, and I ended up in an abusive relationship. So if you're like me and you're sick and tired of being told that you just aren't deserving of support and love and all of these things that people tell you or people show you, guess what? It doesn't even matter at this point. Get your own love. Be your own love. Be your own light. Be your own validation. Get on the phone. Call me so that we can figure out what type of course of action you're going to have to take to get your life back together, to get your life under control, so that everybody else out here can stop telling you what to do, how to go about living your life. Because I guarantee you one thing: if you get sick, there is nobody out here that's going to jump in your body and say, here, you know what? Let me take that sickness for you. Nobody. You have to deal with it. You're going to have to rock it on your own. Period. But with the knowledge and the skills and the tools that I've put in this program, listen. In 6 weeks, I am going to free you up from all of that. I am going to give you your independence to get started on your own business, so you can be your own boss, make your own money, and tell everybody else to kiss your beautiful, you know what. But you got to pick up the phone and you got to call. So like this video, subscribe to my channel. Guys, go to my website, throw in your email, because I would hate for you to miss some of my dynamic content that that I've gotten out already. Only available to my private members, because I understand that only a select few of women are truly going to be ready for what I have to offer. It is not going to be for everybody. So if you happen to be that one woman who is ready to take her life to the next level and is tired of feeling confined and trapped by her finances, then girlfriend, pick up the phone. This is Carla Alexander. You guys do not forget, please, 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 to stay fat, feel good about yourself, help others whenever possible, always laugh even through your pain, and thank the universe every day for what you have. If you do that, you're gonna stay fat.